It is semifinal Saturday from Hoover, Alabama. Welcome to the 2024 SEC Tournament on the SEC Network, presented by Regions. Maybe 11 teams will get into the big dance, but we still have 4 standing here with a title on the line. And look at the numbers next to the name. 10 seed South Carolina, 11 seed LSU in our first semifinal.
He's seeing that breaking ball really deep.
You can make him prove that he can lay off it 3 times.
To third, and Tommy White lost it right underneath him and has no play. What a turnaround it's been, Chris.
10-5 in the second half, 3-0 here.
Into shallow right. Ashton Larson setting up camp. It is a hot one today. Temperature in the upper 80s at first pitch. And
this is a team that gets on base by any means necessary.
To Tommy White, right past him. That was a hot shot. White was charged with an error, just his 3rd of the season on Brindley. And they've got Dalton Reeves behind the plate with 2 aboard. Swing and a miss on 94. What an approach by Coleman, huh?
Yeah, best fastball of the day right there, too.
To center. That'll push Jake Brown back. And he puts it away. No runs, couple of hits, couple of errors. When we return, we'll see Tommy White been in that position. Here's the pitch. And he sends it to center field. Long run for Brindling. He can cover a lot of ground. He hauls it in. Jay, facing his former team in junior college, had a bases clearing double. And he sends a sinking line drive to right field. 1 out single.
The pitch with Kimball is the foul.
And he sends a breaking ball high to left field. Kennedy Jones comes around to make the catch. White will retreat. 2 down.
Just a little.
And he sends it to left field. Kennedy Jones into the corner again. And a Tommy White line drive wasted. No runs a hit. No score as we head to the second. And he sends it to the gap in right center field. That one will get down. Extra bases coming for Jones. One hops the fence. Bobbled out there for a moment by Brown. Second hit of the game for South Carolina.
That's a nice piece of hitting. We got 2 pitchers on the mound that are going to want to pitch up in the zone.
Grounded to the right side. Kennedy Jones will stop at third, being held by Joey Holcomb. And the Gamecocks have runners at the corners with nobody out. High fly ball to right center. Brown drifting. Kennedy Jones will tag. And South Carolina gets on the board first on a sac fly from Talmadge LeCroy. 1-0 Cox. Not just day made, summer made. And Tippett goes down looking at a break. Tommy was signing all sorts of autographs before the game today. Grounded through the right side, and South Carolina keeps it rolling as Brindling reaches again. 2 on and 2 out. And a breaking ball, and the first pitch flicked to center. Racing in is Jake Brown, and he makes a sliding catch. It keeps South Carolina from adding another. Gear. He said, I didn't have the heart to tell them I make a lot of money and I've got equipment deals of my own. Travinsky with a ground ball down the line, and that will be a long single as he retreats to first.
So his competitiveness.
Payoff pitch. Popped it up. Fighting the sun is LeCroy. Tippett going to try to bail him out, and he makes the catch. LeCroy was trying to guide him.
Just because of the way they finished.
Second hit batter of the season for Roman Kimball. 2 aboard this week. Opportunity for LSU here in the second. Tippett calls everybody off. 2 down.
Teams in Florida.
There's a tougher component to it. There's an opponent's component to it.
Yeah.
And let me make that not sound so stupid.
LeCroy to the bag. What a play. Kind of just throwing across the diamond. Said he made it interesting. When we return, we'll hear
elite of a 1-2 as the country has to offer.
2-2 to Blake Jackson. Didn't hold his swing. We'll have to throw down to finish the strikeout. And one down here to start the third. How about Gage?
He gets ready to hit. He'll go from vertical to athletic, and it's just a trigger to get his body into the right posture to cover the strike zone and be in an athletic position to hit. Some people don't like that many moving parts to get ready.
Messina being held on at first, and the pitch is low and in. Back-to-back walks from Coleman here in the third.
It's interesting. The first thing.
2 on for South Carolina with 1 out.
Tom, you know me well enough to know
That's why I asked the question. Into center field, Brown's got it.
Okay, let's assume that he does watch NASCAR races.
Well, this may be just as interesting. How about Formula One?
No, that's where we were at.
I was just amazed. If you've never been a go-kart jockey. Deep to left field. Pearson is out of room. It's gone. Dalton Reeves with an opposite field 3-run home run.
Did you have this one going out off the bat?
I did not.
For 4-0 South Carolina lead. Popped up on the right side. Milam back, Larson in. Here's Burke. Doesn't know go-karts, but he knows swings. Roman Kimball on the mound for South Carolina. And that one's muscled over the head of Talmadge LeCroy.
Big.
Line drive single his first time up.
Hey now.
Look out.
Whoa. Talk about getting underneath a fastball. Yeah, hit his shoulder.
All right.
It's a low slot, high ride fastball, and that thing just shot up and in at Tommy White. Thank goodness. Looked like it went shoulder, then kind of hit the helmet, maybe.
From Kimball to Jared Jones. First strikeout for Kimball comes at the perfect time. And
this is also the one you're not expecting, because you think.
so here's Josh Pearson. And he pops up the first offering. Trippett in front of Jones. Catch made. There is action in the South Carolina bullpen. Bounce across the plate. Both will advance. Braswell to third and Tommy White to second on the wild pitch. Two on, 2 out. Balls and 2 strikes for Travinsky. Kimball try and get out of the jam. Curveball, strike 3. Roman Kimball, K's 2 with.
I mean, nobody's won the national championship as the 1 seed this century.
Tippett comes up with a line drive, and the 9-hole hitter reaches to start the 4th. And Brendling earns a walk. 2 on with nobody out.
In softball, Oklahoma's been the one.
Tippett's the runner at second, and Brendling is at first. Oh my gosh. Almost missed him. Almost threw it behind him. We have set a record for bases loaded and nobody out. And Jackson sends it to center field. Jake Brown has to cover some ground. Tagging will be Tippett. Catch made in the throw to third, and South Carolina adds to its lead. Now 5-0 Gamecocks. Line drive through the left side. And around third will be Brendling. Messina, and the ball dropped over third by Tommy White. Cole Messina strolls into second with an RBI. Bat's been a little bit quiet the last few weeks, and he sends a single to center field. Will get at least one home. Here comes the second, and Messina will rumble down the line to make it an 8-0 South Carolina lead on a Parker Nolan single.
You just never know when you're going to catch fire.
And talking with Kingston yesterday, he said he wasn't worried because sometimes that's how the schedule lays out. When you play Tennessee and Georgia.
It doesn't appear that it has.
We will find out.
Swing and a miss. Offense has showed up. Hygiene may be optional, but 8 runs. Whew, we were really nervous.
No. Yeah, it's still washed.
Stephen Milam sends one into the right field corner. He continues his hot tear and it hops over the wall for an automatic double for the LSU second baseman.
We were just talking last half inning.
And I thought they just picked a good time to pick there, honestly.
Yeah.
But I think if he lifts his foot there and goes home, I have a chance to get into third safe.
So
Look, Ken.
King gives you that freedom, huh?
Sometimes it depends on the score. A grand slam, it's almost the same as killing a buck in Texas. So I kind of compare the two, and it takes a lot of work and time and maturity to do both at a high level. And
breaking ball hit to third off of the glove of LeCroy. He was just waiting for it, and around third is Milam. He'll score as LSU scratches the run column for the first time.
You'll see some guys that would maybe come get that one, played off the shorter hop.
3-1 pitch. There's ball 4, and LSU has loaded the bases with 2 down in the 4th inning. That's ball 4. And LSU pushes another one across. If fielded cleanly, ends the inning. And a couple of walks. And Pearson sends a ground ball up the middle. It gets through. Braswell has scored. Tommy White around third. And LSU has put together a 2-out rally.
Stuff and working on stuff. Can't do as much of that right here.
Travinsky to third. That one gets by LeCroy again. Jones has scored. Headed to third is Pearson, and the ball gets past Jones and left. Travinsky on his way to third. We've got a brand new game that would be completely different if the Gamecocks could field it cleanly.
Well, it's been a problem for South Carolina 2 days in a row.
Yesterday, Milam, second time up this inning, smothered over first by Petrie and a stumble, but wow. Jones dropped anchor enough. To the right side, way off the bag is Jones, and off balance behind, threw it away.
You gotta let that one go.
Here's the 0-1 to tip it. To short, chance for 2. Braswell to Milam, and a 6-4-3.
That's a big adjustment, just trying to get on time for the fastball.
Swing and a miss for Brindling. Leadoff single to Ray, sinks to the double play. Then
Watching East Carolina, I was off. East Carolina's got to win another game today against Wichita State, and then win tomorrow again if they're going to get the auto. Indiana State's probably another team to watch. They've got
the DSR, which hopefully finds its home.
Ground ball to first. Petrie takes it back.
And as you said, Tom, you put the 3 together. Say, okay, what's the average? They didn't cancel it, which was supposedly a priority this year for teams to not cancel those games.
Lazo sends it to center. Brindley came in, now drifts back. Tagging is Brown, and he'll advance to third. Yeah, the committee came out with a home run at 5 ribbons. And he takes the ball for ball 4. He's reached base safely 3 times today.
Moore's got the most opposite field home runs of anybody in the country. I think 14 of his 27 are the other way.
There's the 1-2 to White. Couldn't find it. Got fooled, and LSU strands a pair. East Carolina with the opportunity to host at LeClaire Stadium, got hit in the elbow. That is a huge home field advantage for them. Muscled into shallow right, just past the glove of Milam, and Petrie will advance to third, just ahead of the throw.
He was there too.
Golfed into center. Brown started back, gets turned around. Tagging from third is Petrie, and South Carolina extends the lead. The throw to second, and he is saved.
The way to start, which then causes him to be maybe a little late snapping that tag, and I think the hand, the oven mitt beats it.
Yeah, I don't think they overturn.
The call of safe is confirmed at second base. LSU has one replay remaining.
He did a great job of deflecting the praise to his teammates, but he's right. I mean,
and this one drops in left field. Jackson around third, bobbled by Pearson and lost. And give Knoll another ribby.
Get out of there. Get out of there. You got your shots in. Get out of there.
Tied him up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a punch out for Lord. Middle of the sixth. Here's Jared Jones 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored, and he got a hold of this one. Deep left center, Brindling to the track. It is gone. He almost missed first base, but connected for his 25th.
I'd say he made the right choice. A little more fun hitting the baseball than being an offensive lineman most days too, I would think, and it's worked out okay for Bear Jones this year. And for a dude that big, man, he can shorten that swing up too when he needs to.
he really gator armed that ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then just muscled it out this center field. I mean, you talk about strong.
I'll take the under. Yeah. First time in my life I've done that. Yeah.
There you go. Tackle that thing.
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's how you do it, Ethan Petrie.
Kravinsky was doing in that picture. Did you see where his hands were? Swing and a miss. 2-19. Chopped off the plate. Charging is Tippett. Closes to 6, but how about Jared Jones? Tippett squares the bunt and steal is second. Overslid the bag.
That stings.
I think he had it stolen too.
Oh, he totally.
So Braswell comes around, throws on the run. 15 feet, how many avocados long would that be? Can't pull it off, huh?
He really choked right there, didn't he?
Yeah.
I'd never seen him so jittery.
Here's Milam.
Here we go, Kyle. Your time to shine. Come on.
Found another one.
Did they consult you before that, or?
We talked about a few things.
Brown fights off the pitch for a bunt and is thrown away by Matthew Becker, the new pitcher for South Carolina. And Jake Brown, still on his wheels, will end up at third. And another misplay by South Carolina. 8-hole hitter Ashton Larson at the plate. And Larson shoots it to center. Brindling retreats, sac fly, scores Jake Brown, and it's a 2-run game.
We would have never disagreed on anything. We don't now.
Milazzo goes down swinging as Becker records his second out.
Big old breaking ball here.
And Braswell sends it to center field. Long run for Brindling, still chasing back. It is gone. Braswell has done it again, and now he's made it a one-run game. Second home run this week and third hit of the contest. White. Into right, Jackson towards the line in foul territory. Shoots it to center, and coming on hard, Jackson with a diving catch.
What a route right there by Ashton Larson. You talk about see that the coach is willing to make lineup adjustments based on performance on the field. They know they have to stay ready.
Jackson punched out by Helmers.
Day and get the same meal. So since the beginning of this win streak,
And this ball's launched towards center field. Brown all the way back at the fence will make the catch. 1-2-3 frame. Messina.
Not getting on the bus.
Jones goes down looking. And Josh Pearson coming to the plate. The wind has really picked up, shooting
Guys' heads
And stayed in the yard.
that they had a chance to make again.
glanced off the sleeve of Josh Pearson, if not the tricep, and he's hit here in the 8th. High fly ball to right. Jackson handles it for the second out.
Right.
Matthew Becker, the 5th pitcher of the game for Carolina, up the middle off of his glove and underneath. Parker Nolan's headed to third is Pearson. LSU has runners at the corners with 2 down. They've been a 2-out scoring machine today.
You talk about outfield depth too, and I understand the idea of no double.
Runner on the move from first, swing and a miss, didn't matter. And a big strikeout for Becker after the mound visit from the pitching coach, Matt Williams. Catch made by Josh Pearson. 1 out in the 9th.
Here.
And a 1-out walk puts Kennedy Jones aboard. 2 home runs this week for Reeves. One of them was a grand slam that came against Alabama, and he gets hit. Get him in the pad. Swing and a miss for Ellis. 2 down. 2020. LSU fans trying to will Cade Anderson to finishing this off. Check swing. He went. And we go to the bottom of the 9th in a 1-run game. Swings at the first. Backhanded drop by Ellis. Couldn't squeeze it, and it trickles into left field. Fry still chugging, and he will be at second to start the inning. Corners in. Paxton Kling is the pinch runner. Bunt to third. Lead. Nobody's there. And he threw it high and he threw it away. LSU has tied it on another miscue. It may only be 88 degrees, but this Carolina defense has melted down the entire game. The hot corner has been a stressful position no matter who has been there. Ball 4. No marsupials in this one if they popped him up. It won't leave the infield. Lee Ellis called up by the first baseman, and play made by Petrie. High fly, deep center field. Brindling back, shy of the track. Makes the catch. Bingham tags, goes to third. He tossed it to Jackson to throw it back in.
Wow.
That almost turned into trouble.
That was a triple cut. They'd have had a chance.
Back Bingham, the winning run, 90 feet away. Pearson with a dribbler to the right side. Nolan's got it and dug out. Just Hearts were in their throat a couple of times that inning.
Thinking they could score from second on this. I think he had that in his mind.
Jones handles it, so he was thinking this is the game. This is the only play we have.
Right, and you're more equipped to throw the ball 200.
20 runs, 23 hits, 3 errors for South Carolina. Petrie swing and a miss.
Get through this good mix.
Brady Neal is the new catcher for LSU. And there's ball 4, 2-out walk.
Well, here you go.
They're giving it to you right now.
Not going, and that one got away from Neal.
No need.
And now they're going to walk him anyway. I think that's probably the thought process is if you take.
Whoa, and he gets to the backstop and an extra 90 feet afforded Jackson. So the danger trying to bury sliders against this guy is you got a brand new catcher. To your point, Kate. They're still home. The throw is there and he is out at the plate. South Carolina rolled the dice, but Blake Jackson out. Griffin Herring didn't panic. The attempt to steal home, but you want to pay attention to whether or not the catcher Brady Neal was out of the catcher's box, and if so, it would be interference and a balk, and the run would score.
It's at the time of release is when you have to determine exactly where he is. He's definitely moving towards home plate. If you're making contact with home plate, oh man, you can't challenge it. We've already established that, right?
Rule 8 is base running.
This is why I bring this.
Now the pitching coach Nate Yeske out there trying to get an explanation, but yeah,
I think part of the frustration from the LSU side is not just the fact that, from our perspective, the call was wrong, but it's not challengeable. Yet the 4 umpires got together and then ruled on it after crowd on hand has been offered no information, so rightfully confused. And after all that, a ground ball to second. And we go to the home half of the 10th with LSU trailing by 1. And whether or not it's ruled obstruction certainly should be reviewable, just something that's fallen through the cracks. And now Travinsky's aboard.
Time clock. Time clock goes as a ball. In this case, it's ball 4, and that'll be a leadoff walk. Paul, good news is we got nothing going on today, huh?
Not much. We only have, 21 runs and 23 hits and 5 errors, so.
Milam sends it high to left field and deep. Jones back at the track. It is gone and it is over. LSU comes back from 8-0 and walks it off in the 10th.
One more unexpected moment in this ball game. Monster Milam gets a heater up in the zone and let it rip, young man. A 2-run walk-off to cap off one of the most bizarre moments we have seen in a long time. And a launch piece into left center field is an exclamation point on a classic game.
Jay Johnson, who was ejected, has returned.
He is back. I've seen some strange ones. That one was strange.